Concentration! Where are you? Where should I look for you? I don't know about you, but earlier I was often having problems with my focusing. And instead of doing a task in 1 hour and rest easy, I was messing around with it for long hours because I got distracted by some stuff. But after reading one book, I made some adjustments to my behavior, rethought some things, and now I can boast that I can pay my attention quite well. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mila. The ability to concentrate, to focus, that's an art, isn't it? I think yes, especially in today's world. On this topic, I read a wonderful book by British-Swiss author Johann Hari called Stolen Focus: Why We Can't Pay Attention. But I read this book in my native language, in Ukrainian. I won't spoil it too much, maybe a little bit, but I want to tell you about how this book influenced me, my insights, and what I changed in my life in order to get the better ability to concentrate. Actually, this book doesn't provide methods to improve your ability to focus. It gives 12 reasons why we have such a bad concentration, and then you can decide for yourself what to do with all that. I think it's obvious that the enemy number one of our fragile concentration is social media. I personally started using social media at the age of 16, but I understand that now social media are much more popular than they were in my school years. TikTok, Instagram have simply taken over our lives, and even first graders use them freely. I think you have noticed how endless scrolling in social media is trapping us, requiring a lot of willpower to break free. Of course, there is a lot of good in social media and I use them actually for my work. But I set some rules for myself when using them. I don't check my Instagram more than 3 times a day, and I make sure I don't stay there for longer than 15 minutes. On Sundays, I don't use my Instagram at all. By the way, on the first such Sunday, there were powerful attacks on my city. I live actually in Ukraine and we have a full-scale war with Russia. And during the day, I received calls and worried messages from my friends on Telegram like, "Are you okay? You haven't responded my message on Instagram for so long." And I thought, yeah, I picked the right day not to go on Instagram. I don't use TikTok or Facebook at all. I use only YouTube, Instagram, and Telegram. That's all. And I turn off the sound on my phone while working and learning. And I put my phone face down. And you know, these rules have really improved my life. I have much more time for myself, keep focused much better, and I perform my tasks faster and better. And knowing the tricks of social media, I try not to get caught up in them. In the book, I especially enjoy the chapter dedicated to so-called idleness. It turns out there are several forms of attention. The first is like a spotlight, when you selectively focus on something. And when we talk about attention, we mean usually exactly this form of it. But we don't know about another vital form of attention. Let me start with my own experience. When I'm traveling in any vehicle, I don't like to do anything. I just sit and stare at something. I look at people who are sitting on their phones, watching something, reading, and I think, yeah, they are not wasting their time, while I'm just twiddling my thumbs. But it's cool for me. I cannot make myself to do anything in transport. I would better stare out the window or sleep. And you know what? Good job! I'm doing everything right and not wasting my time at all. Another form of attention is mind wandering, a state when you are not occupied with anything and not trying to focus on anything. In this state, our brain undergoes many important processes that are necessary for clearer thinking, creating new ideas, and even improving our memory. However, you need to know a few things to make sure that mind wandering doesn't harm you. But you can read about it in the book yourself. The book Stolen Focus gave me a very powerful realization that the author writes about. You have probably noticed that we are often told, like, everything is in your hand, you make your own choice. For example, when they want to justify casino advertising, they say, we just inform and person decides whether to go for it or not. But listen, let's stop shifting all the responsibility to one side. The fact that we have such a bad ability to focus is not our own fault. I would say that those people who earn billions of dollars on human weaknesses are primarily to blame. It's beneficial for those people that we stare at our phone screens for as long as possible, buy harmful junk as much as possible, distract ourselves as often as possible. And it's absolutely disadvantageous for them that we work on improving our concentration. There have already been strikes and attempts to change a business model of large corporations such as Facebook and Google for the benefit of us, ordinary people, but all of them have failed. The leaders of great corporations understand perfectly well what large harm they bring to society and even prohibit their children from using their products. But they are not going on to stop on the path of their enrichment. This may sound pessimistic, but it's the truth of life. Of course, our small steps will only benefit us, but it also makes no sense to blame yourself or even hate for not achieving the desired success in something, for not being able to get off the phone or to being too distracted. I think in today's world, not we make choice for ourselves, but others make this choice. They decide for us how we should behave, what we should use, what we should consume. And women have finally demanded and won their rights after thousands of years. So there is always a chance to fight for your freedom in any situation. After this philosophical story, I want to say thank you for watching this video, like it, subscribe to my channel. I also have German and Ukrainian channels, links are in the description box, and write your thoughts on the topic of attention and concentration, and see you in the next video.